Hey, good Thursday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Kare 11 app. I'm Meteorologist Courtney Aitken. We're going to start off with a little something different today. We will get to our local forecast, but first, let's talk tropics. We are less than 2 weeks out from the official start of Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June 1st through November 30th. June 1st, also the official start of meteorological summer. So since we are less than 2 weeks away, the National Hurricane Center has issued their official predictions for this season. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. The NHC has forecast anywhere between 8 to 13 named storms, 3 to 6 hurricanes, and of those hurricanes, 1 to 3 could be major. Now, you'll also notice on the far right of your screen the averages. On average, we get 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. Those averages are based on data from 1991 up until 2020. Now, I know you're going to stop and think, why is she talking about this? We are so far north, we don't get hurricanes. Fair. But do you have a tropical vacation planned? Maybe you're going to one of the Gulf Coast states. Maybe you're going to Florida. Maybe you're going to the East Coast. Maybe you're even venturing down to the Bahamas. You're going to want to pay attention because that vacation may be rained out. I was trying to find the right words there, but you may be impacted if there is a storm that develops in the Atlantic. But don't worry, because at this point we have a greater than 50% chance of seeing a below normal season, a 35% chance of seeing a near normal season, and only a 10% chance of seeing above normal activity this season. So let's put it all together. This is the Colorado State University's forecast, which they put out earlier this month. These are the numbers I just showed you along with the averages. Now, we are expected to see that below average season, but there are a few things to keep in mind here. Below average, most likely because we have an El Nino pattern developing in the Pacific. However, storms, tropical storms, over the past most recent years, I should say, I'm having trouble with my words today, I apologize. In recent years, tropical storms that develop strengthen very quickly. So, in order to accommodate for those conditions, the National Hurricane Center is going to be making changes to their forecast cone, making it more narrow, and they're also making changes to the way that they issue tropical alerts, just so that people have more time to prepare. All right, now let's get local. I know this is what you've been wanting. Today's lows were not as chilly as yesterday morning. We woke up to mid-40s here in the metro, and we had a lot of clouds. This is the time lapse from late morning all the way through lunchtime. Those clouds were stubborn. They just did not want to get out of our way. And even through the 1-2 o'clock hour, we had some of those clouds lingering over the metro, and for far southeastern Minnesota, maybe even some elevated showers. We do have rain chances as we get into our Friday night and Saturday morning, so that will be the big headline of your forecast, at least before the big warm-up that comes just in time for Memorial Day. As far as today goes, I think that we'll see little pockets of sunshine through late afternoon, allowing us to warm into the mid-60s. Overnight tonight, similar temperatures to what we saw last night and earlier this morning, mid and upper 40s. No frost, nothing freezing, everybody in the 40s to near 50. Tomorrow, it's going to be a gloomy day. Clouds all day long. That'll keep high temperatures from warming all too much. We're going to be in the mid and lower 60s all day long, and we also have the chance for rain. I think the best chance is going to be during the late afternoon and into the evening. Some of that rain activity could even linger into your Saturday morning, but the weekend plans are not to be thrown out. In fact, Sunday and Monday, which is Memorial Day, are going to be pretty summer-like. So hang in there. Let me show you what happens. As we get into Friday morning, parts of the state may see some light sprinkles. We continue to see that moisture filtering in from the southwest through our Friday afternoon. Places like Moorhead, Alexandria, Wilmer, and St. Cloud, you're going to get more rain than the metro. And the reason for that is there's drier air out here over Wisconsin. So these showers, should they develop, are going to have to battle it out with some drier air in order to make it to the ground. I'm pretty confident that the bulk of the rainfall will remain to the west of the Twin Cities metro, and even then, it's certainly not a washout, and we don't have enough instability for thunderstorms. So at most, we're looking at right around an inch of rain, maybe a half inch for Wilmer, St. Cloud closer to a half inch, and for the Twin Cities, I'd say a tenth to a quarter of an inch. Here's your Memorial Day weekend. Upper 60s on Saturday. It could be damp in the morning. The rest of the day is looking quite nice. Sunday, we're closer to 80, and by Monday, really heating up with mid 80s. So we may be adding on to this list that we haven't added on to since earlier this month, May 15th. That was the warmest day of the year so far, 88 degrees. How about that? Here is your 7-day forecast. Increasing sun by late in the day today. Highs only make it into the 60s, which is below average. Tomorrow morning, upper 40s. Tomorrow afternoon, mid 60s. A chance of some showers. No need to cancel your plans. Same with Saturday. No need to cancel plans. We're going to clear things out into the afternoon. Highs near 70. Heating up on your Sunday, and by Monday, it'll be hot. Highs in the mid 80s through at least Wednesday of next week.